He wore confidence like a mask, smiling in rooms where he felt invisible. Every step he took was carefully planned, but not by him. His life looked perfect from the outside: good grades, proud parents, a future in medicine. But deep down, he felt empty. Every heartbeat whispered a lie. He wasn't living. He was performing. No one noticed the storm behind his quiet eyes. Until one day, without a word, he walked out of class, left his books behind, and disappeared into silence. That was the moment everything changed. That was the day Daniel stopped pretending to live. Daniel was the boy every parent wanted. Smart, polite, focused. His future was designed before he could even dream. He would be a doctor like his father. No one asked what he loved. No one cared that he found hospitals cold and lifeless. What he truly loved was art, but that dream stayed hidden in sketchbooks buried under textbooks. Every day, he played the role everyone expected. But late at night, alone with his drawings, he felt alive. His secret world became his escape. Still, he feared losing the life built for him, until one choice made silence impossible to live with. Daniel's life looked perfect, but inside, he felt lost. His parents praised his grades, his teachers admired his focus, but no one saw the weight he carried. He hated every moment in science class. Diagrams, chemicals, lectures, it all felt empty. His heart belonged to color and silence. As a child, he used to draw for hours, creating stories with paint instead of words. But every time he shared his art, people smiled and said, "That's nice, but what about your future?" Slowly, he stopped showing anyone. He hid his dream like a secret sin. He told himself it didn't matter. But deep inside, he missed who he used to be before the world told him who to become. In college, Daniel followed the path built for him. Long lectures, sleepless nights, endless pressure. He watched others smile while he silently broke inside. One afternoon, while walking past the art department, he saw students painting freely, laughing without fear. His chest tightened. That night, he opened his old sketchbook. The pages were dusty, but his hands remembered. He drew until sunrise. For the first time in years, he felt alive. But guilt followed quickly. He felt like a disappointment. Every day, his mind shouted to stop pretending. His grades dropped. His smile faded. His eyes lost their spark. He stopped answering calls. Alone in his room, he stared at the ceiling and whispered, "Whose life am I living?" The question echoed so loudly, he couldn't ignore it anymore. That whisper became the start of everything he was about to change. The next morning, Daniel skipped class for the first time. He didn't tell anyone. He walked across campus with no plan, just one thought: find the art building. When he stepped inside, the smell of paint and wood filled his lungs like freedom. His hands trembled as he picked up a brush. He asked a student, "Can I join just for today?" The professor noticed him silently painting in the back. After class, she looked at his work and said, "Who taught you this?" He answered, "No one. I just love it." She stared at him and said, "Then don't stop." That moment cracked something open. For the first time, someone saw his truth and didn't shut it down. He didn't quit school that day, but a seed was planted. Deep inside, he knew he could never return to pretending. Telling his parents was the hardest moment of Daniel's life. He stood in the kitchen, heart racing, hands cold. He told them he wanted to leave medicine and pursue art. Silence followed. His mother cried. His father's voice turned sharp. "You're wasting everything," he shouted. "After all we gave you?" Daniel didn't argue. He only said, "I tried living your dream. I can't do it anymore." They called him selfish. That night, he packed a small bag, took his paintings, and left. He had no clear plan, just a feeling he couldn't ignore. Nights were cold. Meals were skipped. Doubts screamed louder than ever. Some days, he questioned his own courage. But every time he held a brush, he felt peace. Even in fear, he found clarity. And that was enough to keep going when nothing else made sense. Years passed, but Daniel never gave up. He worked part-time jobs, painted at night, and lived with uncertainty. One day, he held his first art show in a small cafe. Only 10 people came. He smiled anyway. A week later, a journalist walked in, saw his work, and wrote about it. The article spread like wildfire. Suddenly, people started calling. His art went viral. Invitations followed. His dream, once hidden in silence, now spoke to the world. At his first gallery opening, he saw his parents standing quietly at the back. They didn't say much, but when they hugged him, it felt like everything unspoken was finally heard. That moment didn't fix the past, but it proved he had chosen the right path. Daniel's journey wasn't about art alone. It was about reclaiming his voice in a world that tried to silence it. He learned that success means nothing if it isn't yours. He didn't chase fame, he chased truth. And in doing so, he found both. His story is a reminder that no dream is small if it belongs to your heart. You weren't born to copy someone else's life. You were born to live your own. So if you're lost, ask yourself one question: am I living my dream or just surviving someone else's? That answer can change everything.